Okay, so if you are watching this, it's because you got a 1 or 2 on the lesson for do now, or I'm sorry, cool down, I should say. So the deal here is that first of all, both of these are expressions. So you need to, you should not have y equals. If it's an expression, then there will be no equal sign. I'm going to try to do this using some kind of a diagram. Well, first of all, it says Tyler ate X fruit snacks. Okay, so I'm going to use a little diagram to represent that. I don't know how this is going to go down, guys. Okay, hold up. I think I want that to be different. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so this little rectangle right here is represents how many fruit snacks Tyler ate. So I'm going to call that X, okay? That's all of Tyler's fruit snacks. And Han ate 3/4 less than that. Han didn't just eat 3/4 though. So like Han ate 3/4 less than Tyler's. So in theory, what we're saying here is like if this is 1/4, my fourths aren't perfect, please excuse me. Like that one's already irritating me. I shouldn't have put it there. Okay. So let's see here. Let's make this, well, right down the middle, right? This would be like half. And so if we're looking at fourths would be something like that, right? And so that's Tyler's. But Han ate 3/4 less than that. Oh, I can get a credit card. Okay, Han ate 3/4 less than that. That is like saying Han ate only, well, how much did Han eat? Han ate like that much, right? Because he ate 3/4. Well, wait. He ate 3/4 less, which means he only ate 1/4, right? So like this right here represents Han. Han ate 3/4 less than Tyler. Tyler is up here. And so I use this diagram because if it's divided into fourths, then you can easily see that if Han ate 3/4 less, then Han only ate that much. Han ate 1/4. So what is your expression for this? Your expression is one of two things. You can, based on this diagram, you might immediately be able to come up with the expression 1/4 X, which to me, that's easy to see here. However, maybe instead, if you think about it in terms of 3/4, it's like saying that Han ate what Tyler had, but he ate 3/4 less than what Tyler had. So those are the two expressions we can write. I think looking at it from a diagram and getting straight to 1/4 X makes more sense. But if you need to think of it as Tyler's, which is 1X, take away 3/4, well, you would come up with the same answer because basically when you subtract 3/4 from 3/4 X from 1X, you would get 1/4 X. So let me try the same thing here. It says Maya skated X miles. Okay, well, I'm going to make a little tiny tape diagram, if you will. So this is Maya. She skated X. Okay, great. So I'm going to put an X in here. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to put the X over here just in case I decide to divide it up like I did the last one. And then over here, I'm going to write my, so I know exactly who I'm talking about. And it says, and Claire skated 3/5 farther than that. All right, so that means that Claire skated all of this. Let's see if I can divide this into fifths. That's 1/5, 1, 2, whoops, sorry, it's a little messy there, guys. 3, oh, that's close enough. Look at that. 4, 5. So if these are each fifths, then we are saying that Claire skated another 3/5 farther than that. So now I'm going to take all of this, right? Because that represents Maya, and then Claire skated 3 more of those. So I'm going to estimate that to be about that far out. Okay. And then looking at this, this is like X, that's 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. That's 5/5. That's my 5. And then 3 more. So these are getting a little small and I apologize, but it's good enough. You'll get the point. So plus 3 more because Claire skated 3/5 farther. So these are the fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She skated 3/5 more. So that's the 3/5 more. So what this comes down to here is that from here to here, what's that? Well, that's actually this Mies, isn't it? So this is Mies, and that's like saying X. And then this is 3/5 of X. Why is it 3/5 of X? Because this was X and that's 3/5 of it. And we took those 3 more and we attached them here. So that is like saying 3/5 X. So when you put those two things together, that means that Claire's is basically X plus 3/5 X.